Instagram is by far the best platform for you to get more attention, nurture that attention, and convert that attention into high paying clients. You also know how time consuming it can be. So how do you balance the both? How do you create content that lowers CAC, increases show and close rate, gets you more pre-sold leads in less time? How do you do it while still running a business? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. And I'm not just saying things for the sake of it. This process allowed one of my clients to film for around 5 minutes and post a video that generated him over 70k. It also helped Devin, a multiple 7-figure agency owner, film for only around an hour, but still use that content on Instagram to increase his show and close rate drastically and also directly get clients from it. This Instagram content directly led to business growth for him. So without further ado, I'm going to go into my computer, I'm going to show you this huge diagram and I'm going to run you through exactly how you can do it. And all of the resources I mentioned in this video will be in the second link in the description. So if you do want to get them for completely free, second link in the description, you can get them. So the mistake most founders make with Instagram is they treat it like a content platform, when in reality it should be treated like a sales funnel that happens to live on social media. So for example, your paid ads right now that you're probably running, if you're not any other acquisition system you're utilizing, they're already bringing new people into your world. So what you need to realize is organic kind of acts as a retargeting, nurturing your audience 24/7. Because once you run paid ads, you're going to notice this. You're going to notice right now, especially higher ad costs. And that's because no one trusts you. But content again acts as retargeting. And when you add the both together, it does amazingly well. So organic content acts as retargeting and nurturing your audience 24/7. And your actual Instagram profile page, it kind of acts as a landing page that converts pre-sold prospects into booked calls. Now, first, before anything, we need to optimize your landing page, which is your Instagram profile. And this consists of 3 main components, okay? Your Instagram bio, your highlights, and your pinned reels, okay? So before we get into your bio, you just need a clean professional profile picture, shoulders up, clear face, ideally with your brand colors in the background. So let me just show you an example of this on the screen right now. This is mine. I kind of look like a twat, but I don't care because I'm showing who I am, okay? And when people come onto my profile, they're going to be like, okay, this guy seems genuine. He's changed a bit. He's lost a bit of weight. Oh, thank you, mate. But this is just to show people you're genuine. And it's the first thing people are going to see when they search you up, when they come onto your profile, okay? So I might redo mine soon, probably will. But yeah, just what you can do is you can go to pfpmaker.com and you're going to click on create your profile picture. And you're going to literally, there's normally straight away you can just add your profile picture. But now there's loads of AIs. But anyway, professional background, you can click on this one. And then you're going to click browse. And then you're going to add a profile picture. Okay, so again, shoulders and above. Okay, that's it. Okay, shoulders and above. You can even have it like mine where literally you could just see the shoulders. But make sure you smile. I would say don't be like frowning. It just doesn't give a good first impression, and first impressions matter a lot. Like for example, you may be watching this video for the first time and I don't know, hopefully your first impression of me is good. So anyway, you're going to click browse and then add it. And then you're going to click your profile picture. You can move over to colors and choose your brand colors. I would suggest your brand colors because branding is important, especially for social media. But it's completely up to you. If you want a professional background, you can go to here, professional, and then you can click on this. And then all you have to do is press download and then edit profile. So what you're going to do is press on here and then change photo and then upload photo. And then boom, you've got your profile picture. And I just wanted to go through that really quickly because a lot of people, a lot of gurus online, they're like, oh, the Instagram profile picture is so important. It's not important, okay? It's not that important, but it's good to be professional. So you should have a profile picture like that. If you don't want to do the brand colors again, You don't have to, but it just gives a good first impression. Okay, so don't get stuck overthinking this. Now, next is what comes is very important, okay? And it's your SEO optimized display name. Now, this is important because search engine optimization. So when people search you up on Instagram, let's just say, for example, they searched up something within your industry. For example, let's do me, content marketing. I'm going to pop up, okay, on the search bar because that's my SEO display name. Now, for your SEO display name, you just need your name, line, and your industry. Now, you can get niche with this, or you can be a bit broader. Now, I would actually suggest getting a little bit nicher because there's a lot of competition. For example, fitness business coach. Like, that's a lot of competition and you may not pop up. So if you put men's fitness business coach or under 30s fitness business coach, you're going to pop up straight away. And yeah, this is just so when someone searches that industry inside Instagram, you have a higher chance of appearing in search. I'm pretty sure you can only do this on your phone. I'll try put an example of that or a screen recording where you can just change your name. But yeah, change your name to, for example here, James Content Marketing, or again, Bob Men's Fitness Coach, Fitness Business Coach. Whatever your industry is, again, be a little bit niche if you can, because then you're going to pop up. Next, after that, is your 3-line bio. You need to keep this extremely simple and clear. And I can't stress this enough because I go on people's profiles and they've got the most complex profile ever. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's no point in doing that, okay? You have to be clear on what you do, your offer, your proof, and the next step they can take. And that's where most business owners go wrong. The next step they can take, they overcomplicate it so much. So for example, 3-line bio again. First line is your offer. Let me show you. I help 6 to 8 plus figure businesses get more high ticket clients through short form content. Simple. Okay, that is my offer. I help 6 to 8 figure business owners get more high ticket clients through short form content. Completely done for you. They'll see that when they click on my link. Next is your social proof. So you need proof. So whatever you've done, put proof here. If you've got proof, I would say it's very important if you speak about client proof instead of your own proof, but you can put your own proof. For example, I put 1 million in clients results because we've generated that for clients. You can see in the first link in my bio, or you can click the first link in the description, scroll down and see all the clients results we've got. But then is the 3rd line, which is the next step they can take. Now, this is very important because you want them to take action. You want them to move over to the next stage of your funnel. And I see a lot of business owners overcomplicate this, okay? And that's where we move on to the link section. Let me just run you through the bio one more time so you understand. This is my bio. First line, my offer. I help 6 to 8 figure businesses acquire more high ticket clients through short form content. My proof is the next 1 million plus generated for clients. Now, want the exact content system? Book a call below. That's not actually mine. I think AI done that. But want a free video script? Book in a call. That's what I offer. I offer a free video completely done for them, so they can see what we can actually provide, and boom, clients come through that way. Okay, that incentivizes them to book in a call. But yeah, that's it. Okay, that's the 3 lines. Now, the next is the link section, and this is actually very important and where most founders, most business owners kill their conversions. I constantly see founders using a link tree with 15 to 20 links. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's so confusing, and this creates friction and decision fatigue. You want to make it ridiculously easy for someone to take the next step, which means a maximum of 2 links. A maximum. Or you don't even have to have links. You can have, instead of this here, you can have an extra line, or you could get rid of this and just be like, message me keyword for more information, message me keyword for so-and-so, message me keyword if you want to work together. But I would suggest having a link, especially if you are a 6 to 8 figure business owner. You already have your funnel set out, so it's important to put the next stage of your funnel in your Instagram bio. Okay, for example, one link should be a YouTube a video or your channel. So a long form content builds deep trust. It builds a lot of trust. So you need a longer form piece of content down there. Ideally a case study or breakdown. For example, that's the second link, and it leads to a video showing how I added 70k to a client's business with just 2k followers on Instagram. So I helped a business owner add 70k to their business, and it's there. And it's important you put this in something. It's called a deep link. Now, what you need to understand is Instagram wants people on their platform. They don't want them off the platform, okay? And when you try and get them off the platform, it's going to lead to an Instagram browser, and it just doesn't give them a good experience. You probably know what I mean. If you click on a YouTube link on Instagram, it takes them to a browser, then they have to click on the three dots and press open an external browser to actually go over to the platform, which isn't optimal. That's going to like kill the people. They're just going to stop. They're just going to be like, okay, this is taking too long. This isn't a good experience. Oh, I have to log in to watch it. No, I'm not going to watch it. So you need to go to linktw.in. Let me get rid of this, sorry. You need to go to linktw.in. It's a free app. Well, it is free. You can have a paid version. You just log in, boom, sign in. Paste your YouTube link here. So whatever it is, paste it in here. Click copy and then add it to your Instagram bio link. Again, this is one of those things that you have to do on your phone. I'll try put a screen recording. But yeah, just make sure it's in LinkedIn, especially your YouTube link, because it's going to take them over to the platform. And it's also very good for tracking. Like you could track who's clicked on your links, how many link clicks, where they've come from, and it's a very good like direct traffic. Instagram, Chrome. It's very handy to track this. And if you have the paid version, you can go into a lot more detail. But that's the first link. Well, the second link. The link 2 is the next stage of your funnel, but this should be the first link. I messed this up a bit, but it should be the first link in the description, in the bio, sorry. So this should either be whatever the next stage of your funnel is. If you're running a lead magnet funnel, if you're running a low ticket funnel, put that in there. But a lead magnet, a webinar, a VSL, or a direct book a call link, whatever the next logical step in your sales process is, put that there. Okay, again, as you can see, if they click on this, it takes them over to my landing page where they can book in a call and get their free and get my offer basically, and book in a call and see all the clients' results we've got. But anyway, yeah, that's the link in your bio, and a lot of business owners mess that up, so don't mess that up. Make sure you follow what I said in here. Okay, next is your Instagram highlights, and this is kind of like a mini trust funnel. And you're probably wondering right now, why are we going through Instagram profile? It is your landing page. So if you want to turn your Instagram into a sales funnel, you need it to be your landing page, okay? So your Instagram highlights is a mini trust funnel. So most people massively overcomplicate this. You don't need 10 highlights. As you can probably tell, simple scales, fancy fails. You probably know this already, so don't overcomplicate Instagram. You should have 3 highlights, okay? And each one should move someone closer to becoming a client. Think of highlights as a mini nurture sequence for anyone who lands on your profile. So one of your highlights should be a start here. And this is a mini introduction funnel for anyone who just discovered you, basically. So briefly explain who you are, what you do, who you help, and the problem you solve. Think of it like a 30 to 60 second story that brings someone up to speed. So end with a clear call to action that moves them to the next highlight or gets them to DM you for something for free. So for example, what I've seen work is message me keyword if you want to get started, message me keyword for a free asset, free training basically. Or you can just say, click the next highlight to see what results we've got for clients. And this is the next highlight, which is clients results. And this is where you build undeniable proof. Show client wins, revenue generated, book calls, growth metrics, screenshots, and short explanations of results. So this would differ depending on what industry you're in. If you're selling to B2B, it's obviously going to be clients results of actual proof. If you're selling B2C, it's going to be transformations. Like if you're a fitness coach, for example, it's going to be transformations of they went to fat to fit. Just clients results, okay? So throughout this story, you should have as many clients results as possible in there. Every 2 to 3 stories, add strategic call to actions. So for example, want results like this, book a call below, or want results like this, DM me so and so DM me system and I'll send you the details. Or want to know how to do this, DM me keyword and I'll send you over a free training. Okay, so this is just starting conversations actively. So whenever someone comes onto your profile, they're going to see this, and this will be the first thing they click on. Okay, they are going to click on it. Like, just think about what you do in your mind. It's what other people do as well. So I go onto someone's profile, I look at their profile first, look at their profile picture, I look at their bio, see what they do, I click on their highlights, especially if I see a client's results highlight and I'm actively looking to buy something from someone like them. Okay, so this is just going to build up trust with them straight away. Okay, and the third one is going to be value or lifestyle. Okay, and this depends on your ideal client. If your audience respects expertise and strategy, share quick tips, frameworks and content, well, not content strategies, just strategies in general. If your audience is more relationship driven, show your day-to-day, travel, team moments and building the business. Or just lifestyle, if you're selling a biz op offer, most of the time, well, some of the time, lifestyle content is a bit dead right now, but people want the life, people mainly who invest into that kind of thing, they want the lifestyle that comes with it. So if you're selling a appointment setting, for example, as a business opportunity, you're going to want to show the lifestyle, or not having to work all day, not having to deal with stress of actual running a business, only sending a few messages a day. That's just an example, but all this does is it humanizes the brand and makes people feel like they already know you. Okay, so once this is set up, anyone who lands on your profile can go through a mini trust funnel in under 2 minutes. And next is pinning free reels. So as you can see here, there's a free section here, and then there's pinned reels, and this is a huge opportunity because it's going to be the first free reels people see. And as you can see, we're kind of taking them through a funnel. I'll get to the content in a bit, but yeah, you need to pin free reels. Okay, one, speaking about the process of working with you. So if you hired us, here's the process. One with your best case study, and one with a value plus a call to action for something for free. Okay, and what this does is it allows people to comment a keyword. You can set up a many chat sequence, and then what this can do is send them over something for free, but also start the sales conversation where your setter can go in and book them on an appointment. Okay, now that's your Instagram profile setup. So just to briefly go through it again, a nice profile picture, SEO key name, keyword name, your offer, your results, what they can do next to actually work with you, and 2 links. Then your highlights, which is clients' results, start here, and also either value or lifestyle. Okay, that's what I've seen to work super well. Next is your pinned reels again. Okay, a client result, a value piece with a call to action for something for free, and what's the process like working with you. Now you've got your Instagram profile set up. That's a way of getting people into your world. They're seeing what you do, but you then need to take them through a content funnel to actually get attention, nurture that attention, and turn them into high ticket clients. You may be running ads right now. Whatever you're doing, this is just going to add fuel to the fire of it, okay? And your content, if done right, acts as your 24/7 salesperson. It never sleeps. It's always bringing in leads, nurturing them, and following up with them until they buy. And this is why organic content, especially short form, is so good. And there are 3 types of content you should create, and I'm going to run you through them all, and I'm going to show you how to come up with content ideas and create them in as less time as possible, because I know you're a busy business owner. Okay, so first is growth content, and this is basically just bringing more of your ideal clients into your world. Now you have other acquisition systems you're utilizing right now, but you know how important content is, and that's why you're getting into it. But you can also use content to just bring more people into your world, get more free leads basically. So this is what growth content does. And what you're going to do here is really simple. You're going to find proven topics, hooks, topics, and formats that already work. Take these formats and add your own unique mechanism / value section to them. Okay, so what you're going to do is very simple. You're going to go on Instagram. You're going to take dedicated time out of your day. Yes, if you can. Hopefully you can. If not, hire us to do it all for you. But you're going to go through content, you're going to literally go to the search bar or explore page. I would do this on your phone, I wouldn't do it on your laptop, but I'll actively show what I mean as I'm speaking with the phone. But yeah, you're going to go to the search bar, you're going to search up certain things within your industry. For example, if you're a business coach, you're going to search up how to grow a business, for example, and you're going to actively click on these posts and interact with them. Okay, and what this is going to do is going to train your algorithm, and you can do this on a separate account if you really want to only give you posts that are performing well within that industry, so within your industry. And this, every time you go on the Reels tab or the explore page, once you do this multiple times, it's going to give you multiple pieces of content that you can still but add your own unique value section to, and do it in different ways. And I want to be clear here, you don't plagiarize, okay? Don't copy word for word. You need to be unique, you need to stand out. And how you stand out is by adding your unique value section to it and unique mechanism. Okay, so you have different experience to everyone else, and that's how you stand out. But you don't want to throw shit at the wall to see what sticks. You want to know what already sticks and replicate that. And this is why growth content is so important. Another way to do this is go to 3 to 5 of your favorite creators in your industry. Use something called sort feed, which is an extension, as you can see up here. And what you're going to do is, I'll literally show you right now, is, let me say, for example, one of the creators in my industry is Devin Jaffo. He's very good at what he does, and I want content ideas. So his content performs very well, even though my main goal isn't views, but I can see what's working, see what topics are working, see what people actually actively want to know, and then I can take them and add them to something like a content dashboard right here and add them to it. Okay, so I have an Instagram and YouTube section, and I have all my ideas, my scripting. I can click on one of these and I can start actively scripting them out. And again, I'm going to actually leave this in the description. So second link in the description, you can get this for completely free. This is worth $500, like, just being straight up. But I'm going to give it to you for free. You will have to put your email in to be straight up, but that's always is for completely free. But this way you can just write down content ideas, and then, for example, ideas here, and then when I want to script them, I just move it here, and boom, I just go on here and start scripting them out. But to find these ideas, you're going to go to your favorite creator, Reels tab, and then you're going to press up here, go to sort feed, and then what you're going to do is go to views. You can do anything. You could just go views, and then what it's going to do, it's going to sort the last 25 reels that perform super well. And what I can do is download these one by one, or just download them here, copy CSV, and analyze them. See what topics working, okay? See what kind of formats working, and then I can replicate. Please, again, do not plagiarize and copy word for word. What you can do here is go to 3 to 5 again of your favorite creators. You can get 5 ideas from each creator, and that's 10 to 15 pieces of content done in less than an hour. Literally, it takes me around 10 minutes to do this now, because it's so simple. Okay, it's so people overcomplicate stuff, but you need to see what works for your industry. And once you get really good at this, and once you actually train your algorithm, you're just going to be scrolling through and you're going to see an idea and you're going to think, damn, okay, I can add some value to this. I'm going to take this content idea, okay, and I'm going to create it in my own way. Now, what you want to do as well is go outside your industry, especially for this type of content. Go outside your industry, okay? So just be active on social media. I know, like, it's kind of bad to be active on social media, like, it's not good for you, but you need it to grow your business now, okay? And just be active, see what kind of formats especially are working outside your industry, and bring them into your industry with a relevant topic. And what this is going to do is going to allow you to have a high performing video that only goes to your ideal client and repels anyone that you don't want into your world. And that's what most business owners don't understand. That's exactly what content should do. It should bring people into your world. It should bring ideal clients into your world and repel anyone that you don't want buying from you, and nurture the people you do want buying from you. Okay? And that's where you get into the messaging side of things. I've got a whole other video about that. But that's how to come up with content ideas for growth content. What you can do to script this is I recommend, again, using this Notion dashboard. And there's a certain structure to the script. Like, this would be a very long video if I went through that. But it's basically hook, interest, peak, value, call to action. Again, you're going to analyze these videos and you are going to take the hooks, but you want to do it in a unique way. Okay, as I said, you don't want to plagiarize. You want to actually be unique with it. You can even go to somewhere like Claude.ai or ChatGPT, implement the script, like download the transcript of the scripts that you've been using, and go to ChatGPT and say change this up. But I wouldn't recommend doing this. I recommend doing this yourself. And again, what I like to do is do it in batches. So every Sunday I ideate and script. I'm researching throughout the week always, and I've got a team researching throughout the week as well. So they just give me content ideas. But doing it on your own, just be active on social media. For example, for me, every Sunday, I just ideate and script 5 pieces of content, okay? That's all I do. And then Monday, I film, okay? Really simple and really not time consuming at all, especially when you have these sort of things working in your favor. Salt feed, you have AI now, you have pieces of content that are proven to work because you've researched. And the next type of content is niche authority, and this is by far the most important type of content. Okay, most gurus say focus on views, focus on this, focus on that, but they're broke. Okay, they have a huge following and they hardly attract any high ticket clients. Their content doesn't convert. You have to take your viewers through a content funnel, for a strategic funnel. Growth content to get attention, niche authority is to nurture. And your ideal clients, they have a certain set of beliefs, objections, questions and concerns that need to be completely answered, shifted and handled before the call, so they're pre-sold and so they buy from you. And this is what niche authority content does. Okay, you're shifting the beliefs of your prospects before the call ever happens, so they turn up pre-sold and ready to just pay you. And this leads to 3 things: more pre-sold leads, increased show rate, and an increased close rate. Okay, that's the next type of content. I'm going to go through how to come up with these in a minute, because these are most important types of content. But the final piece of content is social proof content. You need to be showing people like them winning. Okay, so like your viewers winning, like your ideal clients winning. When people see other people like them winning, they're more likely to take action. So speak about client case studies, show client interviews, speak about your own proof, explain what you would do for someone else who's famous, for example. Proof is what makes people take action, and this is what converts those people into book calls. So yeah, let's move on to how to come up with these content ideas. Social proof content is super simple. You'll literally just speak about clients' results. That's all I can say for this type of content. There's different types. There's case studies, of course, so running through the client's results. There's client interviews, just cutting up client interviews and posting them. There's also just testimonials in general. But what I would do is definitely speak about clients' results. For example, you could say something like, this is exactly how I took so-and-so from this to this without having to X. And then you run through and actually provide value. Now, the best thing about niche authority content is you already have it within your business. Okay, the sales calls you or your sales teams have, the check-in calls if you're an agency, the coaching or consulting calls if you're a coach or consultant, they all lead to one thing: your prospects' buy-in behavior. Okay, you can find out your prospects' exact pains, beliefs, objections, questions and concerns just by analyzing your calls. And there's a real simple way that you can generate content ideas without having to go through every single call yourself. And this is using the power of AI. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to download all those calls. You can head over to somewhere like Descript and just paste them in. And what you're going to do, what you could do is go new project, video project, implement these files. So implement all the files. You can import from Zoom as well. And this is going to give you the transcriptions from the calls, etc. And what you're going to do is paste these into ChatGPT. You can either paste them on a document, download the document, implement it to ChatGPT, or you can just paste the transcripts. And then you're going to put in this prompt. Again, I'm going to leave this prompt in the second link in the description, so you can just copy and paste. These are calls I have taken with potential clients and clients. Some calls closed, some didn't, some are check-in calls. I want you to analyze these transcripts and figure out my ideal client's buying behavior. Give me the most common beliefs, objections, and also questions and concerns they have. Once you have found these, turn them into questions or content ideas I can utilize to create videos around to completely shift the beliefs, destroy the objections, and answer the questions and concerns. And this is going to spit out a bunch of content ideas you can use in your niche authority content. Now, don't make these boring, okay? It's still social media content. So this is why growth content is so important, because you found out what works. You found out what kind of formats work. Take those formats, implement them to this type of content, and boom, you've got a high performing video that also goes to your ideal client and completely shifts their beliefs, overcomes objections. This is a free game I'm giving you right here, okay? This works super well. So I'm going to quickly show you an example of this as well. So let me just download one of my calls. I'm going to do it for one sales call, so it might not work. But anyway, so I'm going to go to Claude. I'm going to paste, I'm going to add a file. I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to go to here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this in. This is for one call. I haven't downloaded all my calls, so I'm just doing this, so it may not work, but let me just show you. So as you can see here, this is like, Claude is insane. It's giving me like this like booklet of what my ideal clients, okay? Your ideal client's mind decoded, okay? Middle to upper class, their situation, they are upper class. So as you can see here, it gives me the limiting beliefs. I need to have everything perfect before and ready before I start. I can create a content idea going through why just starting creating content rather than having everything perfect is the best way to go about it. I need to see what something does before I pay for it. He asked to see that dashboard, wanted a sample. So this is a limiting belief, and what I can speak about is content idea about investing. Next is views equals money. If my videos go viral, I'll get clients. This is a limiting belief, okay? Because I always speak about how views aren't clients, so I can create content about that. Questions and concerns, it's giving me the objections, it's giving me everything, and it's giving me content ideas to create around. It's giving me questions and concerns. How long does it take to actually get paying clients from content? I can create a content idea around that. Will you just do everything, or do I have to be involved? I can create a content about the process. I got views before but didn't make sales. Why? I can explain this in my content, okay? And it's literally spit out content ideas for me. 10 million views and 0 sales. Here's what I learned, because I was getting 10 million views a month and I didn't make anything from it. And that's why I can changed over from focusing on speaking to my ideal client. Again, another one, it's giving me another one, which destroys an objection. Every month you don't post content, you're leaving future clients on the table. Here's the maths. Okay, so it's just giving me a bunch of content ideas I can create, and it's giving me like a downloadable, like whole intelligence thing. And so you can either use ChatGPT for this, and again, this is for one call. Okay, imagine I implemented all my calls. It's going to give me the most common objections, most common questions and concerns that I can create content around, and this is insane. So you can get that prompt in the second link in the description. Okay, so that's how to come up with unlimited content ideas for that. Again, the scripting process, real simple. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Take 1 hour out of your month or out of your week to script 5 pieces of content. Okay, that's it. Now moving on, and this is where you're going to really start to convert people into book calls. We've got the attention, we've got the right profile, they've come onto our profile, we've taken them through a content funnel, we've got more attention through the growth content, we've nurtured them and shifted their beliefs through the niche authority, we've shown social proof, which is really going to push them over the edge to want to get started, but they need something to get started. They need extra, and they also need someone to tell them what they can do next to actually take action. So this is where you start really getting book calls. What we're going to do, and what you should do, is create specific lead magnets that your ideal clients need. And at the end of some of your videos, I would say niche authority videos, say comment X for Y. Comment fit for a free fitness guide on how to lose 20 pounds of fat in 30 days, for example. That's just an example. Then what we're going to do is set up a many chat sequence to grab their email and add it to your email list, so you have their data. And most importantly, what this is going to do is start the sales conversations in the DMs. where a setter can take over and book them on a call or send them free sales assets to nurture them. Okay, so ManyChat's super important within this process, and it's what really gets the sales conversations going. And I'm not saying like content's really, people say content's hard to put an ROI on it and it's hard to track the ROI, but it acts as like an ecosystem. This is what content should do. It should build up trust before the call so they're pre-sold. And if you do content right and you add ManyChat sequence like this, what this is going to do, it's going to get attention, it's going to nurture attention, it's going to push them over the edge, and ManyChat is actually going to allow you to start a sales conversation. And I'm going to leave a ManyChat sequence in, again, the second link in the description. And this is the basis of the ManyChat sequence. I'll show you. So basically, when someone comments a keyword on your post, they're going to get a message. They're going to say, hey, did you want the plug and play story ManyChat sequence? This is what I was offering, a ManyChat sequence. And then it's going to have a button here saying yes. And when they click that, they're going to get a message, if I don't already have their email, saying, what's the best email? I'll send it through. And then you have to put a little like consent thing. By giving your email, you consent to us sending you over the plug and play sequences plus some other free gifts. And if they don't, if I already have their email, we just send them the plug and play, and then you can follow up with them, or your setter can follow up and start booking them on calls. This is the best thing about content. Book calls come from everywhere. They come through the actual content themselves, okay? Just organically, they come from ManyChat sequences. They come through Instagram stories if you actually post Instagram stories. They come from conversations. It's just the best way, okay? But yeah, then what's going to happen is it's going to send them over the plug and play sheet. It's going to have a smart delay as well. You can wait 4 hours. You can just literally plug it and be like, hey, first name was just wondering what made you want the plug and play sequences. Are you looking to get high ticket clients through your Instagram, or are you just intrigued to see the sequence? Wait 5 seconds. I asked this because we actually help high ticket business owners get more clients through their Instagram pages, completely done for you. If you're interested, I can send you over a video explaining what we do and how we do it in more detail. Just let me know. And then boom, you can finish it off, or the setter can finish it off. You don't actually have to have all this. I would actually suggest having just this question, get rid of this, and then the setter can go in, and you can actually add tags. So your setter can come in here and go to contacts and then add the tag, and then boom, you can go on here, click on it, and then you can actually start the chat from there. Okay, so your setters can come in here and take over the process. But I'm going to leave that ManyChat sequence in the second link in the description. You can just plug and play it for completely free. I'm giving you such free sauce. This is an important part of the process. I'm not saying it's the be end and end all, but it's going to nurture your ideal client even more because you're sending them over something for free. You're actually starting conversations with them. Okay, so the numbers don't lie, and why this content funnel literally changes everything. The best thing about this content funnel is that it increases show and close rates because prospects consume hours of your expertise before the sales call. So by the time they book in, they already trust you, they already understand your process and have had most objections handled. So let's run through the numbers real quick so you understand why you need to implement this content funnel, and it's just going to add fuel to the fire of any acquisition system you're utilizing. So for example, cold ads only, this is again conservative numbers. 1,000 people see an ad, 2% become leads, that's 20 leads. 50%, you have a 50% show rate, which is pretty good. 10 calls, 25% close rate, that's 2.5 clients. And let's just say your revenue 2.5 times, and your price is 5k, just an example. 2.5 times 5k is 12.5k. So you make 12.5k from cold ads. And let's go over to organic content. Okay, 1,000 people see content, 1.5, so even less become leads. I'm being very conservative here. That's 15 leads, but you have an 80% show rate because they trust you and have seen your content multiple times. Okay, but the thing is, these 1,000 people seeing your content, they may have seen 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 other pieces of content, and that's why the show rate is so high. Okay, so you have an 80% show rate, 12 calls that is, and then you have basically nearly double close rate, 4.8 clients, and that's revenue 4.8 times 5k, 24k. Okay, you see the difference is a big difference. It's basically double. Okay, Next is ads plus organic content together. Okay, and this is where it changes. So if you're running ads right now, it's just going to add fuel to the fire, as I said. So 1,000 people see an ad, 2% become leads, 20 leads, 75% show rate, that's 15 calls, 35% close rate, 5.25 clients, 5.25 times 5k, 26k. So there's still a massive difference, and this is really conservative. Like 1,000 people seeing your ads, you probably have loads more people seeing your ads, but this is just an example of how much and what content can do for your business. Organic content produce 25% fewer leads, but because of high quality, you end up with almost double the clients. Organic show rate versus 50% for cold ads because prospects are pre-sold before they even book a call. And your close rate basically doubles because trust is already built through content consumption. They know exactly what you do. They don't have any of these silly questions for your sales team. They're ready to get started. So it 2x's the clients, and you end up with almost double the clients from organic despite fewer leads. This is literally guaranteed because organic is a trust building machine when done right. So when someone clicks on an ad today, they almost always do one thing, okay? They check your content first. They look at Instagram, they look at YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. If there's no content, trust is low, but if there is content, the ad traffic becomes warmer, ads bring speed, content builds up the trust. And when you combine them, ads generate traffic, as well as the content, the organic content, it generates traffic. Content warms the audience and sales calls convert better, and it also speeds your sales cycle up. So ads stop being cold acquisition and start becoming high intent traffic. So let's talk about the next steps. You need to implement this full content funnel. You don't need to change your acquisition system, okay? You just need to add fuel to the fire of it by implementing this super effective content funnel that pre-sales prospects before they ever talk to your sales team. So let's run through again just quickly what you need to do so you can take some action. Number one is optimize your profile. Clean profile picture, SEO display name, 3-line bio, maximum 2 links. Your profile is your landing page. Set up your free highlights. So start here, clients results, value or lifestyle. Basically a mini trust funnel anyone can go through in under 2 minutes. Next is pin your free reels, the process of working with you, your best case study, and value with a free call to action. And these are the first pieces of content prospects see, which build up that little bit of trust. Now is post consistent growth content. So get people into your world using proven hooks, formats, and topics with your unique spin. Nurture with niche authority content. So use the GPT prompt on your call transcripts, start conversations, and set up many chat sequences to book calls and just start conversations in general. And convert with social proof content. So show people like them winning. Show on your Instagram stories people like them winning. Case studies, client interviews, your own proof. Proof is what makes people take action. Okay? So this is how to turn your Instagram into a sales funnel. Literally, I don't want you to think you need to change anything you're doing right now. You just need to add content. And what it's going to do is going to add fuel to the fire. And you can just use it as a separate acquisition system as well, because you're literally getting free leads. So yeah, I hope you got some value from this video. If you want this implemented for you, you record for an hour. Our team produces 20 to 30 pieces of short form sales assets a month, completely done for you, that generate you inbound leads and increase your show and close rate, directly leading to business growth. Book a call with the first link in the description. We're speaking in a bit more detail. We explain what we do, what we don't do, and we can go from there. And you will actually get a completely free video done for you. So if you want to book in a call for that, book in that call. You'll get a free video. You won't walk away with nothing. You'll walk away with some free value and also a free video. But if we want to work together, we can. If not, completely fine. But now you know the content funnel. There's so much more I can explain, and I have explained on my channel. So you have to know how to script these pieces of content in a way that gets attention, holds attention, and pre-sells that attention. So the next video in the middle of the screen right now, that will be a very useful watch. Again, I hope you got some value from this video. Subscribe, everything like that. I post like this weekly. And yeah, push.